is scheduled for one fall.
Welcome back to the NWL KC, and we have a submission match between High on Life Ken Dharma, who's coming out right now, and the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
That was so great the last time we saw these two that Ken Dharma won the pose down. I mean, he was fantastic. He bends like a pretzel.
Weighing in
Great.
at a holistically healthy 169 pounds, hailing from a higher plane, he is High on Life, Ken Dharma.
I don't know what pose down you were watching, but definitely it was not the one between him and Hans Ruger, because Hans Ruger destroyed that pose down with that finishing Terminator pose, which he patented himself.
Just because he has these huge, crazy-looking eyes doesn't mean he wins pose downs, man.
There he is, Hans Ruger, the Austrian horse, the man that says he is going to make Ken Dharma submit tonight and submit to the will of the Austrian horse.
Weighing 235 pounds, hailing from Vienna, Austria, he is the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
He looks like a nut job there, Ben. Look, he just got this crazy look in his eyes. I mean, the pose down, I don't care what any of the stupid fans thought. Ken Dharma can bend himself in ways that not many men in the entire history of the world can do. He wins.
It's going to be very difficult, no doubt, to bend Ken Dharma in a fashion
good luck
or
submitting him.
That he's going to be able to submit. But if anyone can do it, it's the size and the strength that the Austrian horse Hans Ruger possesses.
We'll see. I know. Yes, obviously Hans Ruger, a bigger man. He's a bigger muscle man, but it doesn't matter. I mean, this guy has been doing yoga his entire life. Ken Dharma can bend himself in ways that Hans Ruger's never even thought about. There's no way he taps to this guy.
Going for a collar and elbow tie-up, and we are underway here. And already, Ken Dharma jumping on the back of the Austrian horse, trying to put him to sleep. And easily, Hans Ruger just flings Ken Dharma over. A definite size advantage by the gigantic Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
Look at that, kicking out of that. And we'll see. You know, Ken Dharma has faced plenty of big men in his career and done a very good job. And look at these big right hands, though.
Austrian press. Not the Lou Thez press, the Austrian press by Hans Ruger. And just deadlifts Ken Dharma off the ground into a beautiful vertical suplex. And just drives him straight into the center of the mat. All that weight coming crashing down on the back. No matter how flexible you are, that is going to hurt.
You're absolutely right, but Ben, as you said, and as Tim Raynor, our ring announcer, said, this is a submission match. So you're going to have to make this guy tap. So just because you do all these big power moves doesn't mean a thing at the end. If you can't get him to tap, you don't win.
Referee Nick Chin is not in a great... He doesn't have a great job tonight, because it's going to be tough to call such a match when both men have to tap out, or one of the guys has to tap out in order to lose this match. See Hans Ruger instinctively laying over onto those shoulders, trying to get a count maybe, and he deadlifts Ken Dharma and almost power bombs him into the center of the ring here.
We had that trying to get that arm lock submission there on Hans Ruger, but couldn't quite get it synced in. And Hans Ruger able to pick him up and powerbomb him. Again, if he's going to use power moves to get out of it, that's fine. But again, try to get this guy to tap on some kind of hold. I just don't think it's possible.
Oh, might be going for that hanging cravat driver, and Ken Dharma bounces out of that, uses the momentum of the ropes, and sends Hans Ruger crashing shoulder first into that top turnbuckle. Oh, beautiful standing dropkick, nicely executed by Ken Dharma.
High on Life, Ken Dharma has just enlightened so many people in this company, including myself. I have really turned to the world of yoga. I've just started a couple weeks ago. It's been fantastic. I mean, I love this guy. He cares about people.
You started yoga?
Yeah, it's been great. I mean, I feel the healthiest I've ever felt in years, and it's all because of that man. You think I'd ever say anything bad about him? He's going to take Hans Ruger to the cleaners here.
Ooh, nice knife edge chop by Hans Ruger. You know you're not supposed to drink a 12-pack of beer then do yoga, right? That's a,
Makes it easier when it doesn't hurt as much. Hey, look, come on. Pins don't count, but he rolls into it. Look at this.
rolling through, maybe trying to hook Hans Ruger in the first submission of the night. Nicely executed by High on Life Ken Dharma as he really reaches back on that elbow and shoulder of the Austrian horse. Will you stop
Come on,
it?
I hear him tapping. He
Will
can't.
you stop it?
How do you even know he can't tap how he's at right now? How do you know? I heard him say he quits, I think.
You're absolutely ridiculous. You know Hans Ruger didn't say something.
He gets lucky enough to get to the ropes. Ken Dharma had him down and out. You know, this guy, he's big and muscular, Ben, but look at him, like writhing in pain on the ground there. Does that really? He's way shorter than Ken Dharma now.
Driving that arm and shoulder once again. Ever since he collided with that top turnbuckle, Ken Dharma has been unrelenting on his attack on Hans Ruger's left arm and shoulder. And if he keeps up this kind of offense on that limb, we could see a submission very, very soon.
I agree with Ken Dharma. He was talking about how, you know, this is a big move in Australia, the home country of Hans Ruger, and he's really wrenched it back on that left arm.
Goodness gracious, we go over this week after week. He's from Austria.
Hey, I'm not a geologist. I don't really care where these countries are. All I know is he's not from here, and Ken Dharma is. And that's another reason Hans Ruger a little suspect to me.
Okay, Ken Dharma may be from the United States of America, but he's definitely not on the same plane as we are. You ever had a conversation with the guy?
Yeah, he's
a little out there.
He's celestial, but look at this. Look at him bending
Royal
him into
octopus.
this pretzel.
A royal octopus variation, if you will, really reaching back once again.
Did you learn this? Did you learn how to get out of this at the Arnold Classic, Hans? Huh? Look at him. He's bent over. He doesn't know what to do.
We could see a submission here. Ken Dharma really using his own. Now what is he doing? It looks like Hans Ruger is using some of his strength to fight his way out.
How do you get out of that?
Now he has Ken Dharma in a fall-away slam. It goes for this fall-away slam, but unsuccessful. And he goes for that super kick, and Ken Dharma misses, showing some of that flexibility now. Oh, no, he could be going for that Alpine drop.
Come on, Ken, getting out of two big power moves.
Ken Dharma just so unique, so hard to lock into any hold, springing up to the top rope. And once again, the Austrian horse's strength is on display. And there's the fall-away slam. Darn near through Ken Dharma, right outside of the ring into our screen.
I mean, he just chucked him halfway across the ring.
Impressive size and strength on display by Hans Ruger. And now Hans going for a double leg takedown. Might be going for that Austrian 4, as he was calling it last week.
Austrian 4?
That's what he says. He's locking it on. That is in tight. That is in deep. And we could see a tap out here from Ken Dharma.
You can't just take these moves and put Austrian in front of it and call it your own. This is horrible. Not only is he can't win a submission match, but he's also a copyright artist. Come on, let's go. Come on, Ken, get out of this. Turn it over.
I dare you to go down to the ring right now and tell Hans Ruger.
Well, I'm not going down there.
Exactly. Oh, there! Now we have a rope break. Ken Dharma wisely making his way to the ropes. That figure 4 could snap his patella right in two, and he'd be on the sidelines for a long time. Look at the massive legs on the Austrian horse, Hans Ruger.
Oh, look at that nice split. See, he can just bust out stuff like that and just takes the leverage out, and there goes Hans, dumped to the outside.
Now that you're a practitioner of yoga, you think you could do the splits like that?
Oh, no. I've ripped many a pants trying, though, Ben. But, you know, I'm working my way there because, you know, I want to be the same level of happiness as Ken Dharma. Maybe not happy right now, though. Come on.
Look at that. Cravat is locked on.
He's outside.
And he just drove him
He's outside the ring.
And there's that cravat
He's outside
lock.
the ring. That doesn't count. He's outside the ring.
No, that should count. This is a submission match. It doesn't say that.
It's not false or submissions count anywhere. There's still rules.
Oh, unbelievable. He was tapping out. He was tapping out to that cravat lock.
Excellent job by Nick Chin.
Oh, now you say Nick Chin does an excellent job. Oh, and he's just, Nick Chin, the back of his head just collided with the security railing.
Poor Nick Chin made his first good call of his career and then gets thrown into the guardrail. It's horrible.
How dare, oh no, we've seen this before. When Ken Dharma slithers under that ring, he usually comes up with something out of his bag of tricks, and there it is, the kendo stick.
A kendo stick? Where'd that come from?
We've seen, oh, you know where it came from. It came from Ken Dharma's house, because he likes to use it against his opponents lately. And look at that, a rake right across the eyes of Hans Ruger.
Get
Smart
that kendo
move.
stick. Nick Chin's not looking.
I am like, Ken Dharma just racks. There's that, he hit him right across the shoulder. Notice how that was a called shot by High on Life Ken Dharma as he slithers back into the ring, trying to get, drives Hans Ruger into the mat.
Yes, he chucked that kendo stick right on that left arm of Hans Ruger. He's
it's Dharmageddon! It's Dharmageddon! He just locked in Dharmageddon after that hit! And that's it! Hans Ruger is forced to tap out, and this match is over.
High on Life wins again. He submits the big Austrian.
After that kendo stick shot to the arm, and he was working that arm over the entire match. Dharmageddon gets him to the pay window here tonight in the NWL. High on Life Ken Dharma scoring a much impressive victory over Hans Ruger.
I'm seeing a thread in all these matches, Ben. Somehow, some way, a kendo stick is just around ringside. I don't know how it gets there. Some kendo stick fairy leaves it around there, but Ken Dharma is able to use that when Nick Chin is out cold over there by the guardrail, thanks to Hans Ruger putting all his weight into Nick and throwing him into the guardrail. And now Ken Dharma uses it, and he gets the victory.
My name is Leo Howlett, and I am one half of the most dominant tag teams in professional wrestling today. And if you want to see more of the Howletts, subscribe to the YouTube channel and make way for the Men of Mayhem.